impact event in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alien Romulus, the newest installment in the Alien franchise, is like really mediocre. It's not bad, it's not even really that good. It was just alright until the last 20 minutes of the movie, but like, it's just meh. In this spoiler review, I'll be going over the many points from different people I've seen online, both explaining why the movie is good and why the movie is bad. After I list them off, I'll explain why I disagree with them, or why I agree with them. The points I've seen as to why the movie is good are: the characters are all very smart and never make any stupid decisions. The visuals are great. Romulus perfectly replicates the tone of the original Alien. It's scary. And the points I've seen as to why the movie is bad are Gen Z in space, key jangling, and nostalgia bait, using the face of a dead actor for the sake of bringing back a legacy character. The plot falls apart as soon as you think about it for more than 2 seconds. Let's start with the good, shall we? The characters are all very smart and never make any stupid decisions. Maybe you could say that at the start of the movie, but no, absolutely not. One example of a stupid decision is when Andy, Rain, and the other guy are all in this room full of facehuggers, right? That scene is full of plot conveniences too, but we'll get to that later. So, they can't get anxious, they can't get all sweaty, they also gotta stay quiet, right? So, pregnant lady is in the crash ship, right? And she can't get a door open while stuck in the room with a Xeno, right? So, she calls the other three, right? While they're in a horrible place to take a call, right? I mean, taking that call may be a matter of life and death, right? So, what does the other guy do? Well, he answers pregnant lady's call, of course. And you would think that if you were going to break one of the very important rules as to not draw attention to yourself, you would at least keep moving towards the door, right? Well, no, because that's something people with survival instincts would do. Instead, they just stand there while they're already drawing attention to themselves. They just stand there. They don't even move closer to the exit as they put a target on their backs. They just stand there and watch as the facehuggers are totally getting ready to pounce. The visuals are great. The visuals are certainly one of the better things about this movie. Some things look bad, or some shots might just have noticeable CGI, but a lot of this film was made with practical effects, making most of the scenes very convincing. As practical effects usually are, of course. Romulus perfectly replicates the tone of the original Alien. I mean, I guess so, maybe, kind of. It's more of a visual representation, if you ask me. The original is obviously superior, and I personally never found myself unnerved or scared during Romulus, so kind of, but also meh. This just feels like a subjective take, though. It's scary. Oh, hell no. Absolutely not. Maybe for a newcomer to the franchise, I can understand how this movie would be a little unsettling, but no. For the most part, this is all stuff I've seen 1,000 times before. You can only show me something scary so many times before it just stops being scary. And before you bring up the ending, hell no. That weird-ass attempt at body horror was not scary. That wasn't a human-Xeno hybrid. That was SCP-096, okay? SCP-096 isn't scary, bucko. This is just another subjective take, I guess, but I didn't find this movie frightening at all. And I really do mean at all. Not even a little. I'm just that cool. I'm not a little baby. I don't get scared. Gen Z in space. You can hate the characters in this movie if you want. I don't care. But why are people suddenly acting like young equals cringe Gen Z? The characters, while young, were perfectly fine. I mean, I'm sorry, not every character in the universe is in their mid-30s, okay? Some fictional characters are just gonna be on the younger side. Get over it. It's got nothing to do with cringe Gen Z Sigma male skibbity Ohio. It's just characters that happen to be a bit younger. I don't really see the problem with that. Key jangling and nostalgia bait. As a casual fan of the franchise, I really didn't care about the references that I did catch. You can find them a little annoying if you'd like, but some of you guys are acting like these stupid little references that, at most, make up like a whole minute of a 1 hour and 59-minute runtime, managed to ruin the entire film. If you really think that, I think you just went into this movie trying to hate it, because that's just ridiculous. Using the face of a dead actor for the sake of bringing back a legacy character. I can understand why people could find this a little wrong, but I personally don't mind something like this as long as the approval of the deceased person's family was obtained, which in this case it was. The CGI there was horrendous though. Okay, update. I didn't write this part into the script, but I just learned that not only did they get the approval of this guy's wife also said that she did it and she was excited about it because she thought that this was something that he would have wanted, right? And of course, all the anti-AI bros are all like, oh, well, that doesn't matter. It's still horrible. You can't... Okay, I don't like AI. I don't like these advancements that we're making, but AI is here to stay. Whether we like it or not, it's a newfound technology. It's not just going to disappear. It's not going anywhere. That's an unfortunate reality that we have to live in. AI can be used for bad things, obviously, yes, but it can also be used as a tool. And as long as this tool is being used for, you know, good stuff that comes along with the consent of a family, I don't see the problem with this. I don't see the issue here. I really don't. The guy's wife said, obviously, the guy's wife would know this guy best, right? All you people on the internet complaining about this aren't going to know this guy best. He's an actor. He's like, you know, you don't know him, okay? You don't know what he wanted. His wife knows what he wanted, I'm sure, okay? I trust her more than I trust you guys. So, as long as they got her consent, and because she thinks that this is something that he would have wanted, that he would have been excited about, I'm fine, man. I don't care. I'm fine with this. I'm fine with that, man. It's like, I don't see why people are making such a big deal over this, but whatever. I don't want to get rambling too much. The plot falls apart as soon as you think about it for more than 2 seconds. The movie's plot relies on the very beginning. Our group of characters makes an attempt to leave their garbage lives behind by investigating an abandoned Weyland-Yutani ship near the planet. So to do that, they just take a ship and fly off. The whole beginning of the movie just already makes no sense, as soon as you put some thought into it. These kids live in a colony where their lives are heavily regulated. You're really telling me they could just take a ship and fly off to wherever the hell they want to without anyone realizing they're gone or tracking down where they went? They have contracts to fulfill. They can't just leave. And throughout this whole movie, you're telling me no one had the same idea as these characters. No one else did what they did. No one. Not a single soul in that entire colony. I mean, hell, one of the reasons they left so fast was so they could make sure they got there before anyone else did. But most of all, you're really going to tell me that a space station as important as this, as we later learn, was just going to be left behind by the Weyland-Yutani Corporation. They wouldn't have come back to retrieve all of that work, all that super important black goo. None of it. Really? At the end of the day, this movie is a mess. But it's not horrible. As of right now, there are 2 sides of the internet. One side says this movie is peak cinema, or something, and the other side says this movie is garbage. Unfortunately for both of those sides, they're both wrong. I'm right. You guys are wrong. Got it? The movie is like I originally said 6 out of 10, but now I think it's about like a 5 out of 10. Maybe? I don't know. It's just mid. Not good, not bad. Just mid. Really didn't need to shove SCP-096 into the end, though. That was really stupid. That whole ending point was... I was too busy trying not to laugh. Throughout that entire sequence, I'm too busy of like... I'm over here thinking... SCP-096 alien crossover. No way. They finally did it. Oh. Right. I'll see you guys next time. I'm working on a Godzilla video. So I'm playing more Godzilla mobile games. So stay tuned, kids. Peace.